This is Jewish Prepper 1. I'm going to be continuing now with the series Surviving in the City from the LDS Preparedness Manual 5.5. Defending your life and property. Let's talk about force. No doubt there are plenty of nice people in this country. And I think that in small towns and rural areas, people are going to find ways to cooperate and get along. I also think, however, that cities will suffer complete social breakdown and violence will rule. If you happen to be stuck in one of these cities, you're going to need to use force to defend your house. This section that follows discusses what I consider to be extreme responses to violence in the most dire circumstances. However, hopefully, you won't find yourself in these circumstances, but if you do, the information below may be valuable. Important: do not use your lights at night. If you are stocking propane-powered lanterns, solar-powered flashlights, or other unusual supplies, using them at night will announce to everyone within the line of sight that you have more than the usual supplies. Expect them to come knocking at your door. At most, let a fire burn in the fireplace, but in general, avoid drawing attention to your house. Defending your house is a crucial element of your stay in the city plan. Make your house your fortress and hold drills to help other family members practice some of the more common activities such as hiding, defending, evacuating, etc. Some useful items for home defense include a guard dog, pepper spray, firearms, smoke bombs, military grade of course, and tripwire. Let's go over these. The guard dog is certainly a welcome addition to any family trying to defend their home. Although he probably eats a lot of food, the investment is worth it. Dogs also tend to sleep light. So let them sleep right next to the food storage areas, and make sure you sleep within earshot. If the dog barks, don't consider it an annoyance, consider it an intrusion. Pepper spray is a great alternative to the firearm. It will incapacitate people and certainly give them a painful experience to remember. On the downside, potentially, it might just remind them that next time they come back for food, they better kill you first. So understand the limitations of pepper spray. Firearms are useful for obvious reasons. In the worst case scenario, when looting is rampant, you may have to actually shoot someone to protect yourself or your family. If you're squeamish about pulling the trigger under these circumstances, don't plan to stay in the city. Use the bug-out plan instead. Smoke bombs can be useful for covering a planned escape from your house. You can purchase high-volume smoke bombs that will quickly fill up any house with an unbreathable cloud of military-grade white smoke. Tripwires are great perimeter defenders. You can buy them from Cheaper Than Dirt. They run a few $100s. They will give you early warning if someone is approaching. You can connect the tripwires to flares, shotgun shells, light sticks, or other warning devices. This way you can have an audible or visible alert you choose. In addition to these devices, you can make significant fortification-style improvements to your home. While none of these are very affordable, they certainly help defend your home. Replace glass windows with non-breakable plexiglass. Add steel bars to the windows. Replace all outdoor locks with heavy-duty deadbolts. Replace all outside doors with steel doors, preferably without windows. Remove bushes and other shrubs where people might hide. Black out the windows entirely to avoid light escaping at night, similar to what residents of London did in the World War II bombing raids. Build secret hiding places for food, coins, or even people. Create escape hatches or passageways. Rig pepper spray booby traps. These aren't as absurd as they might at first sound. Many people living in rough cities already have steel bars covering their windows, and removing extra bushes or shrubs is a well-known tactic for making your home a safer place. Light. To light your home when there's no electricity, try the following. Use LED flashlights and rechargeable solar-charged batteries. You can buy all of these items from the Real Goods catalog. Use propane-powered lanterns. You can find these in the camping section at your local Walmart. Be sure to purchase extra mantles and store lots of propane. Purchase quality oil lamps from Layman's and stock up on oil. You can also purchase cheap kerosene lamps from the Sportsman's Guide or Walmart, then simply purchase and store extra kerosene. Buy extra candles. Purchase lots of olive oil. Not only can you cook with it, and besides it's a lot healthier than corn or vegetable oil, olive oil also burns as a clean candle fuel. You can float a wick in a jar half full of olive oil and light the wick. Voila! A homemade candle. Olive oil is a fantastic item for your storage anyway, because even if you purchase all the grains in the world, you'll still need cooking oil. And you obviously can't buy powdered cooking oil. Well-stored olive oil can last for thousands of years. Staying warm. Did you know that people won't steal giant logs? Although they may easily steal wood you've already chopped, most people won't have any way of stealing logs. They're too heavy and the vehicles won't have any gas left. For this reason, your best bet in regards to stocking fuel for your house is to stock up on uncut wood logs. It takes a lot of extra research to find out how to get them. It took me a few weeks of asking around, but you can find a source if you look hard enough. Or you can usually get a permit to go out and cut your own. The effort is worth it, because this will give you a ready-to-go source of heat and fuel that cannot be easily stolen. The catch, of course, is that you'll need equipment to cut and to chop the wood. A chainsaw is really nice in that way, but it requires fuel. Fortunately, chainsaws don't use much fuel. So if you have a way to store as little as 50 gallons or so, you've got enough to power your chainsaw for a few years at least. You'll need fuel stabilizers too, which you can buy at your local Walmart. Be sure to buy extra chains for your chainsaw too. You'll also need splitting hardware. You can buy a log splitter or just buy an axe, a wedge, and a sledgehammer. Better yet, buy all four so you have a choice of what to use. And remember, wood splits much better when it's frozen, so you might just wait until the cold hits in winter to start splitting your wood. Only split a little at a time because you don't want to end up with a big pile of nicely split wood sitting out in your yard. It will invite theft from people who don't have any. If you already have trees on your property, you're all set. Cut down about 4 to 5 cords right now so they can start drying out, then chop them as you need them. A cord of wood, by the way, is a volume of a measurement. It's 8 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet, or 128 cubic feet of wood stacked. Some people that sell wood will try to rip you off, so make sure you know what you're buying. If you purchase logs, it's better to get a price per linear foot based on the diameter of the log. For example, you might ask for logs that are on average 10 feet in diameter. And you'll ask how much the charge per linear foot would be. Something in the range of $1 to $2 would be great. We're going to continue this on the next video with relations with neighbors from the LDS Preparedness Manual. This is Jewish Prepper 1.